What is up, you guys? Namicon here, bringing you my perspective as to what entertainment is bringing us, and welcome to another new episode of Worthy or Not, where I talk about video game characters, whether they are worthy of joining Super Smash Bros. And today, I'll be talking about Skull Kid, the main antagonist of The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. Now, like I said before, Skull Kid is one of the main antagonists of The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, which is one of the two Zelda games that was released for the N64. And it has garnered critical acclaim and it is considered to be one of the greatest video games of all time. Many critics citing it as superior to Ocarina of Time, and Skull Kid was one of the reasons why people praise Majora's Mask. Now let's go over what Skull Kid can do. Now, Skull Kid is interesting as he doesn't particularly use his fists nor his legs to fight. He's actually capable. He's actually more of a magic user. He mainly uses magic to manipulate people and to control people. And he uses the power of the mask, the mask, so the to control people. And the Skull Kid isn't one person. The Skull Kid are creatures in Majora's Mask. So if you could, so you could replace anyone in Majora. You can replace any Skull Kid and put it on put a mask in them, and they'll do the same thing as any other person would do. So and such so moves such as dart, they can use puppetry, they can curse people, they can use fairy flight to recover. So basically, Skull Kid has quite a few things up his sleeve, and it's not like he hasn't appeared in Smash before. He has appeared in Smash in a big way as an assist trophy, where where Skull Kid as an assist trophy, he mainly controls the moon so that the moon will go down and destroy the stage, and the and destroy as many opponents as much as he can. So that's why people want the Skull Kid, because he was a major figure for the game. He's becoming he's become a huge fan favorite in the Legend of Zelda for the Legend of Zelda community. And it's not like he wasn't playable before. In fact, he has. He was playable in a game called Hyrule Warriors, where it's a beat 'em up slash Musu, similar to like Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors. So so it's so and Skull Kid was one of the playable characters as DLC, and and you and to use and for him to fight, he had to use he took two of the fairies with him. And I do remember that one of those fairies that Skull Kid was collaborating with, that fairy collaborated with Link in Majora's Mask, because Skull Kid ditched him. So if you want a base for a model, and for a moveset, Skull Kid as an assist trophy, and Skull Kid and Hyrule Warriors it's basically right there. Now, as for the stage, now I know that there's Great Bay, which has been a Majora's Mask stage for Smash Bros. Since Melee. But if I were to add one that pretty much exemplifies Majora's Mask more greatly, it would have to be Clock Town. Because for me, Majora's Mask's the main point of Majora's Mask is time. Time is an essential piece of Majora's Mask. and you have to conserve and use your time wisely in under 3 days or so, or else the world will be destroyed by the moon controlled by Skull Kid. So that's why I feel that Clock Town would exemplify Majora's Mask much better, and it would be a perfect. And I would say it would be a perfect transition stage, similar to like Delfino Plaza does, where Clock Town has 4 different sections. There's a North Clock Town, an East Clock Town, a West Clock Town, and a South Clock Town. There's like 4 different sections of Clock Town, and overall, I do think Skull Kid, even though he only appeared in one game, Skull Kid has become super popular and has become a huge figure in the Zelda community. It gets to the point where he's arguably the most requested character in the Zelda franchise for Smash. It's I I'm not sure if it's Skull Kid or Impa, but I've been hearing Skull Kid. I've been hearing more Skull Kid. It's because the Majora's Mask, the game, is well loved by the community. I've never I have played Majora's Mask, but I never finished it. For what I played, I'm not particularly fond of it, but it has its fans. This game has a huge fan base, and there is a reason for that. It's because Majora's Mask is extremely dark. It is absolutely. There are some parts where it gets nightmare fuel. I know that, but and Skull Kid is one of the reasons why Majora's Mask is such a memorable game for a lot of people, and that's why so many people want to see him in playable form for Super Smash Bros. And also, Zelda has not gotten a new playable character since Brawl. So, Toon Link. So, I think Zelda getting a new playable character is pretty much overdue. So if I were to choose a Zelda character for Super Smash Bros., I would personally prefer Impa, but I would not be against Skull Kid, since he's already in the Assist Trophy, and there's already a move set base thanks to Hyrule Warriors. So I'll be okay. I'd be cool with Skull Kid, honestly. He actually has a really cool design, very unique design, honestly. I would not mind seeing him at all. So, do you guys approve the idea of Skull Kid as a playable character for Super Smash Bros.? Yes? No? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and if you want to, you can also follow my Instagram, Backlog, and Letterboxd down in the description down below. This is Namicon. I'll see you next time. And I will credit the artist that has created this concept for Skull Kids' moveset and alternate costumes. Alright, that's it. See ya.